Hello, welcome to the Monkey Nut Punch podcast, your weekly dose of geekdom, news, reviews, trailer watches, with me and Keith, or as I like to refer to him, and that.
Cheers, mate. That.
That's what I have to work with. Do you know where I get that expression from?
No, go on.
It's from Babylon 5. It's from when Londo Mollari has to describe Veer as his diplomatic staff. I've got that. And he points at Veer.
I remember that now. Yes, I remember that.
Is this it?
I do remember that. Yes, now that you mention it. Anyway, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. When I watched End of Oak Street last night, I have thoughts, as always. Watched Reacher. First 2 episodes, haven't watched the third one. Watched The Silo, watched Ted Lasso. There's a lot of TV and a lot of TV coming up, which is good for us. It means we've got lots of stuff to talk about.
Yes.
And there was some news this week. D23 happened, and apparently.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, yeah, D23 did happen. I mean, if you're interested in Frozen, there's a Frozen 3 coming. The Incredibles 3 is coming, which I admit that I quite like The Incredibles. So,
the first one was the best Fantastic Four movie ever.
There's probably some truth in that.
Seriously. It's like Galaxy Quest being one of the best Star Trek films ever.
That is very true. That is very true. Yeah, anyway. So I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I think I'm looking forward to Dark Matter coming out. I've enjoyed Reacher so far. I'm enjoying the shit out of Ted Lasso. There's a lot more coming. Not that many movies, really. And Avengers and June 3 are out on the same day. So,
I guess which one I'm going to be seeing first.
Yeah. And I think I'm with you. So that's going to be an interesting one. But yeah, there's a few more good bits of TV coming out before the end of the year. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Good. We got some news stories to get into. So shall we? Let's have let's have this one.
Put a ticket in and make a name again.
Mutant fans assemble! The moment you have been waiting for since Disney bought Fox back in the days has finally arrived. Marvel Studios took stage at D23 and officially blew the roof off the building by revealing the core cast and release date for the MCU's standalone X-Men reboot. Directors of the Thunderbolts, Helmer Jake Schreier, has got a brand new Charles Xavier, Cyclops, Storm, and even a massive surprise villain casting that nobody saw coming. So let's take a look at this. So first one we know, Sadie Sink.
Yes.
Yeah. So hello, Sadie Sink for Spider-Man. This is pretty good. Next one on the list is Scott Summers, played by a guy called Kit Connors from a thing called Heartstoppers. Have we got their pictures on here? Oh, we've got them on the stage and don't have them individually. Kit Connors, Emma Frost, which we talked about last
she
week.
works.
Yep. Rogue, Anne-Marie, played by Indy Navarrete.
Now, I think... Who is that? I think I know who that is.
I'm going to IMDb this so people can see who we're talking about. Sorry for the listeners, but I think it would be more appropriate. So let's start off with Kit. Yeah, and we can have a quick go through his IMDb history to see. Sort of using the Windows PC for a moment. Kit Connors. So we've got Kit Connors. This is Kit Connors.
It's not sharing, dude.
It's not sharing.
Well, it's got the IMDb.
Hang on, it should be sharing because it. There we go. Kit Connors. Sounds like a fucking superhero.
Yeah,
Kurt Connors, kind of. Kit Connors, never seen him in fucking anything. Looks reasonably okay. What's he been in? He's been in Heartstoppers.
Well,
His Dark Materials.
His Dark Materials. I don't remember that. Okay,
Rocket Man.
No.
So yeah, Kit Connors, interesting, and then we've got Charles Abbott. It's Charles Xavier.
Who's that?
This is an interesting one. Let's have a look at Charles Abbott. Charles Abbott.
Oh, really?
Kinda looks like Kit Harington. What's he been? It comes to the Professor, Poor Things. Not heard of him. Complete fucking unknown. Let's just have a. Let's see if we got.
I recognise him from something. What's he been in? Why do I recognise him from somewhere? I recognise him from something. But okay. Well, at least he's English.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, who was this indie as Rogue? Because I think I know who that is, but I don't want to embarrass myself until
you embarrass yourself. Fucking always. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's go photos. Videos? Why I didn't click video? Fat fingers hit the videos rather than photos. Sorry for all the listeners. This is not.
What's she been in?
Doesn't help.
She kind of looks a bit. Yeah, it does look a bit like Ro. What's she been in? Because I recognise the name from somewhere. Oh, I know this girl. What's she been in?
So she's been in Obsession, Superman and Lois. You probably know her from.
Yes, I know who she is.
Yes, Superman and Lois.
Yeah, she can work. She can work.
Mara Bond as Storm. I think that's my wife's favourite X-Men, actually. Storm. I think we're English, so someone who can. You're English, so anyone who can control the weather is fucking awesome. So
what's she been in?
Hang on a second. So can't remember seeing her from anything.
No. She been in.
So she has been in 2 things.
Not a lot. I mean, I kind of like the idea of them doing unknowns because, I like the idea because then there's no preconceptions. So,
guess which villain they've got and who's gonna play that villain.
Well, I know who the villain is. Who the villain is, but it's Snape. The should have been Snape. Adam Driver.
And do you know who's playing?
Oh, God, I did read this somewhere. Go on.
Mister Sinister.
Yeah, I thought it was Mister Sinister.
Which is one that I've been lacking. It's weird because I always see Mister Sinister as a precursor. You have to get through Mister Sinister to get to Apocalypse, and they kind of jumped Sinister in the Fox one, which was a bit annoying. Let's have a look at some Marvel Reavings just because.
So they're going down the Sinister route. That probably means they are going for Apocalypse again.
Apocalypse is their big baddie. He is their Thanos. Marvel Weaving.
Yeah, that works. Is she playing Frost, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not exactly the best pictures of her.
I think I know who she is. She was in what's his face 2, wasn't she? Ready or Not, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's let's put that down.
I mean, that's probably arguably the biggest announcement there. I mean, there was a plethora of trailers, but there wasn't a lot of news really.
Yeah.
I mean, Hollywood. I mean, they're going to cross the 4 billion mark, thanks largely to Spider-Man and the Odyssey, and only one of those films was probably worth it.
Yeah. It's what I find really annoying when it comes to Chris Nolan's Odyssey is that people are going to think that's what the story's about, where it's not.
No,
that's the bit I think it's going to get me. So people will have only that exposure to that story of Odysseus or Ulysses or however you want to put them.
I still don't think it's his worst film, but it's certainly not his best film. And a lot of people go, "It's greatest film." No, it really bloody isn't.
No.
But it's still an interesting film. But I wish he had done Dracula like we thought he was doing. That would have been more interesting.
God, that would have been so much better. That would have been so much better because he could have got away with a few things here and there. But looking at the X-Men cast, can't see anything that sticks out. Yeah, Tyler Perry isn't Professor X like I predicted, which I'm very disappointed at. But saying that, it's yeah.
I don't think it is an accident that Spider-Man launched Jean Grey, right? And we still don't really get her origin at all. We know obviously that Sadie Sink is Jean Grey, and we've known that for a very long time. I also think the fact that he invented that sort of powers, the power dampening machine is also, I think Spider-Man's going to play a part in the X-Men.
Because
it might be
there's still his mutation that he's struggling with too.
Yeah,
he's never dealt with.
It could possibly be a clever move on Marvel Studios because it means that Sony get a bit of the money and they get to play with, well, by far their most popular character. And if you can say, "Oh, Spider-Man's going to be in it," that's going to get people in the cinema even more so now. Now they didn't say it at D23, but I think that's what they're planning.
Yeah,
I think we'll get a trailer at the next D23, and you're going to hear this, Spider-Man sound at the end of it.
Yeah, it'll be interesting when we get there, but we'll get there at one point. So let's move on to our next story.
But I'll tell you what, just before you move on, it is the first, other than Spider-Man, the first Marvel film that has piqued my interest above zero.
Yeah. Well, I'm waiting because they're gonna fuck it up. If I were them, I'd probably do it in conjunction with Sony because it seems to work with the Spider-Man film. So whatever it is,
that's what I think. I think Spider-Man's going to be in it, and I think they've done a deal with Sony. And if they haven't, I bet they're trying to now.
Yeah.
And it's easily going to be Marvel's biggest film of the year, and I'm saying that with Avengers Doomsday coming out. But because I think the fall off from Doomsday is going to be much greater than Spider-Man.
I think you're going to watch Doomsday and you go, "Oh, there were some interesting bits in there, but the story made no fucking sense."
Yeah. Because I don't trust the.
It's like there's bits in Spider-Man that people brought up, which I think we've got later on. No, we haven't actually. But yeah, it's one of those things. Anyway, let's move on to our next story.
Say, hold up, wait a minute, something.
Step aside, tuxedo rumors, because we might finally have a new 007 Forerunner on the radar. On the latest episode of the Rest is Entertainment podcast, author and broadcaster Richard Osman dropped a bit of insider news revealing that Slow Horses star Jack Lowden is currently being the strongest consideration to take over as the next James Bond. While it's a fair sign, it's far from a signed contract, Lowden brings that rugged Daniel Craig energy, serious acting chops, and an MI5 track record that's currently under his belt. Let's look into this because I want to show a clip. Because I like Jack Lowden. Yeah, He's
I
a
do.
good actor. I enjoy the hell out of him. He hasn't done anything stupid to my knowledge, which I'm fine with. I like it when actors keep the trap shut, and I appreciate that. But I will not be able to move past his association with fucking Jackson Lamb.
I've seen this, right? And the thing is, right, I think Slow Horses has got at least another 2 seasons, right? There are currently 9 books with a plan for a 10th. And I mean, this is going to be a spoiler, so if you don't want to know what's going to happen, or it's a minor spoiler, but it is a spoiler. It will ruin a twist in one of the up-and-coming seasons. The books kind of revolve around him. He is kind of the central character and the key. You know, we already know about his dad, kind of know about his mum. We know his dad's coming back for the next season. That's not by mistake. He is kind of the key, right? And he's not a woman, which makes a change for once from Hollywood. So I think he's contracted, is what I'm saying. So I don't know how the hell he is going to continue to make Slow Horses, which, it takes a good few months to make. Although there's one season where he's not going to be in it a lot. So that might be where he goes off and films a Bond film.
Yeah, I really like his character. I really like the actor. Can I see him playing James Bond?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I break the association?
That's the only problem, because the first season, that opener, he could play Bond. He didn't really fuck up. It wasn't his fuck up. He could be Bond. But I think they're going for a younger Bond. So I don't believe this, but I kind of like the idea that the story's out there, if that makes sense.
See, because I'm sorry, I have to do it. I'm sorry, I really have to do this.
Quite clever, actually.
They blew up a fucking Penguin enclosure. You didn't bother making that look like an accident.
Yeah, but I mean, we don't know that was them.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't know. That could have been anyone.
What do you mean it could have been anyone? Name me one person who's got a grudge against penguins.
Batman?
Oh, fuck off.
That's why I enjoy watching it. The delivery is done so well, which makes the comedy land so much better. And it's fucking brilliant bit of TV. He doesn't like if we've got grudge against penguins. Batman, fuck off. And it's really good. So I can see him. It's not. All the casting, I've not heard any stupid bits like this fucking Lasagna Lynch trying to play James Bond or 007 or some nonsense like that. I think if they're going down that route, they're going to go for a younger James Bond, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, the funny thing about Natasha Lynch was that she was probably the most annoying thing in the what do you call it? What was she in? I've completely forgotten. The Jackal, Day of the Jackal. But I don't think it was. I mean, she is quite a good actress
for that.
She is quite a good actress, but her character was seriously annoying. And when she gets killed at the end, you're kind of like, you kind of had that coming. I mean, again, this is what I don't get. You don't need a female James Bond. You need to have a female spy show. Like, I mean, Gemma Arterton, who we all know does it for me. She recently was in an ITV spy show that was quite good, made from books, and she was very good in it. You can have. I really do not understand these conversations about, oh, we could have a female James Bond. Oh, we could have a female Doctor Who. I mean, I still maintain that there are people out there that could have played a good female Doctor. Hell, the not Doctor. I know there's a special name for her, but what's her face? The big black lady who did the Doctor.
Yeah,
she was good. I would have liked to have seen that Doctor.
That's the annoying thing is the actress didn't know she was playing that until a couple of days before thingy. Even that, she put in more effort into making the character come across as the Doctor than fucking Jodie Whittaker did. Yeah. And that was annoying.
But I mean, there are certain characters. I mean, Doctor Who's kind of unique. The Doctor is kind of unique where you could potentially get away with that. But James Bond is James Bond. And the thing is, James Bond means different things to different people. We've said this before. He's the ultimate male fantasy. You know, men want to be him, women want to be with him. And you know, we've been attacked in the comments before for saying this, but it's true, right? That you go and see a James Bond film for those reasons, and you go and see it for the excitement. You go and see it for the gadgets. You go and see it for the, you know, sexy people, the glamorous locations. That's what a James Bond film is all about, right? Yes, it can be slightly more modern than it was in the 60s. Bond doesn't have to shag his way around Europe, right? But again, there is actually no harm in putting people's fantasies up there. And the thing is, right, when it comes to those kind of fantasies, they haven't really fucking changed in the last 50 years, right? If people are actually true to themselves and admit that. So stop fucking saying, oh, it's time for a female James Bond. No, what it's time for is a decent female spy movie. Come up with one, write one, make it. It will be different. It will not have the same appeal as James Bond because that's the way the human psyche works. No matter how much bloody James Bond, Hollywood tries to change it. We don't all live in California, unfortunately. We don't all smell whatever fucking gas is in the air in California. So, yeah. Anyway, rant over. I think Jack Lowden could be Bond. I know what you're saying though, but you know, Slow Horses is on Apple TV, so it's limited compared to things like Netflix. So
see, the thing in Slow Horses is that he is supposed to be a James Bond-esque character. And he's supposed to be quite physical and this, that, and the other. But he always gets shown up by Jackson Lamb, who is a proper spy. Yeah, he doesn't need to do the running around shit. He doesn't need to do that. He controls everything like a spy should do. I can see why they would. If they pick him, I'm not going to be disappointed.
No,
I will be. I will be thinking of that penguin bit, and I will be thinking of you're fucking useless. A lot of you. I think I need to put that one. I'm going to put that one on too.
But the bit where he saves the ex-MI6, the MI5 director, that is very Bond. I mean, he fucking cold-bloodedly shoots that geezer. And he's a good spy in that bit. You know, I asked your wife where you were. You met my wife? Yeah. But I mean, it is genius.
The problem is my brain will just go to other scenes like this.
I don't normally do these kind of speeches, but this feels like a big moment, and if it all turns to shit, I might not see any of you again. You're fucking useless. The lot of you. Working with you has been the lowest point in the disappointing career.
I fucking love him. He's such an asshole.
Oh, he is. He's one. He is one. I think he might be my favorite TV spy. I really genuinely think he might be my favorite TV spy. He's clever. And I talk to the missus about this. I always get the impression that he is running other agents outside Slough House. Yeah. So it's one of those things where it's like, he's running agents and things outside Slough House, which will be interesting. But let's move on to our next story. That's hold on.
Oh no! What happened? Oh no! How terrible! That's just awful. How terrible! Oh no!
The force is strong with Ewan McGregor, but Disney's ready to hit. The Force is strong with Ewan McGregor, but is Disney ready to hit play on more Jedi adventures? Speaking out whilst promoting his new project, McGregor made a direct public plea to Disney and Lucasfilm to let him put the Jedi robes back on. Despite the original 2022 Obi-Wan Kenobi series being billed as a limited event, McGregor says he's keen and eager to spend the rest of his career exploring the missing decades between the finale and Alec Guinness's original introduction in Star Wars: A New Hope. But with Disney appearing hesitant, let's figure out the fuck is going on here.
Well, that's because
let's just start off with first thing. No.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
Simple.
I mean, Obi-Wan was a pile of donkey droppings. I mean, the best version of that was what a guy took and bloody used AI and a few other bits and turned it into a 2-hour film. It was better. It was still shit. Because it suffered from everything that modern day Disney threw at it, and it was right in the middle of Kathleen Kennedy's whole Forces female thing. And when you put agenda before decent storytelling, you get the Obi-Wan TV series,
where
Obi-Wan was an idiot.
He fucked off from looking after Luke. It would have worked out really well, yeah. He fucked off looking after Luke, yeah. And he got into a bit of a panic. Reva gets back. She sees Luke at the homestead. He then kills her on the spot. Yeah, like he does with Maul in the Clone Wars TV show. If it had ended like that, where it has this kind of no, leave him be. Yeah, I'm going to protect him at any fucking cost, and that includes your life. We would have ended on a high note. Yeah, not just the fact they killed Reva, the fact that he had to keep the secret regardless. That's the bit. But no, we couldn't get that. And therefore it is dead as fucking doornail.
Yeah, I mean, it suffered. It could have been something that could have put it into the stratosphere. And you're right, the ending to that, if they'd done that. But it just had, we can't get round the fence, even though people just showed from a screenshot that you could walk around it. I mean,
no. We didn't show it. The TV show showed it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, but it was so unbelievably dumb, and there were moments of this. I mean, what's he talking about? I mean, I think it's because his career is, somewhat slipped. Although I know he's in the film that you watched yesterday, but I'm sorry, Ewan. I like you as Obi-Wan. That's the thing. I liked you as Obi-Wan in the 3 prequels, but your TV series was shockingly bad, and you destroyed the character. And arguably, it was probably one of the final nails in the coffin of Star Wars. People just had apathy after this series, because Disney, this was going to be a movie. It would have worked out much better as a movie. And the cut that you can, I think, still see somewhere, still proves that it was much better as a movie, but it still wasn't a great movie because the scripts were appalling. The Vader fight, which should have been this epic thing, was crap. And again, having this depowered, emasculated character, right, was utter bullshit. Because when you meet Obi-Wan in the movies, he's still, there's the twinkle in his eye. There's still a part of the old Jedi there. When he goes off on that fucking journey with Luke, and he ain't fucking about. This one was like this downtrodden thing, because that's all Hollywood can write at the moment. Again, it suffered from all of the shit that it just suffered from all the shit. I mean, yeah, okay. Probably the only good thing about the show was it had Vader in it. And I kind of liked the fact that it was Hayden Christensen in the suit. And I liked that his voice comes through. And, Vader's just cool, no matter fucking what. But, I mean, Vader's in this for, 20 minutes at best. The rest of the show was shocking. I mean, it was just shocking. And when you've got one of probably the best fucking characters Hollywood has ever created, and you did that with it. Again, it was next fucking product just to make Disney more Disney Plus seemed more bloody appealing. And this is the thing: Disney Plus killed Star Wars and Marvel to a certain extent as well. It certainly created the apathy.
Yeah, I will agree with it. Killed. I think it killed Marvel. Not totally, yeah, but it was definitely tag teamed it with the shit movies for Marvel, and it definitely killed Star Wars because it all moved onto TV after the fuck up of Skywalker. From JJ.
Although it did give us Andor, which I still stand by saying was 2 seasons of quite brilliant TV. I know not everybody agrees with me, but I like Andor because Andor did something that they should have done with Star Wars. It did something brave, and it won't be everybody's cup of tea. But it wasn't shit. It wasn't chopped full of modern day politics. It was made well. It looked amazing. The production on it was good, but it was written well, and most of the actors in it haven't come out and said silly things. So that's why I like it. But yeah, sorry, Ewan, shut up.
Yes, shut the fuck up, Mr. McGregor. That's Ewan McGregor, not Conor McGregor.
Yeah, I wouldn't say shut the fuck up to him.
I would say shut the fuck up to him, and then I'd give him a cheeky smile. And then he'd probably give me the deadest fucking arm I've ever received in my entire life, if he didn't hit me. But it's what do you call it?
It's bollocks, Gareth.
It's all bollocks. It's bollocks. All of it. It's just bollocks. All of it. Just make me something I want to fucking watch. That's it.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Don't. I can't remember. There was an interview. I don't know if it was Andy Weir or someone talking about Andy Weir, where he turns around and goes, Star Trek. No, it wasn't Andy Weir. It was Rick Berman or Ronald D. Moore. It was Ronald D. Moore when he was talking about Battlestar Galactica. He said Battlestar Galactica had loads of politics in it, but we never told you what to think. We just showed you it. True. And he was fucking right. And on that note, we'll have
I'm escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
Fucking love you, Tim Curry. Big Bang Theory fans, the multiverse chaos isn't over yet. HBO has officially renewed Stuart Fails to Save the Universe for a second season. The sci-fi comedy spin-off starring Kevin Sussman as a comic shop owner, Stuart Bloom, jumping across realities with Denise, Burt, and Barrett Kripke, has turned into a massive breakout hit, standing as HBO Max's second biggest global comedy launch ever, with creators Chuck Lorre. That sounds like we're talking about Chuck and fucking Lorre. Chuck Lorre, Zach Penn, and Bill Prady, steering the ship. Stuart is going to keep falling to fix reality for a whole lot longer. Let's look into this and figure out what it is. I haven't seen this at all. I don't even know where to watch it in the UK. I'm going to be honest with you.
It's kind of the comedic version of Sliders. And they've been quite clever with it because they've had one of the main characters every week come back and play like a different version of themselves, like an alternative version. I think it's been genius so far. I mean, I'm wondering who they're going to do this week because we had Amy Farrah. I mean, they're going to have to do one of the guys soon. I hope that they get an alternative Sheldon in it who just happens to be like completely different.
Really nice.
I've kind of
I'm not as
yeah, that would be the the joke. But I mean, they've had one of the main cast come back every week. So we've had Penny, we've had one of the four, and we had Amy Farrah Fowler this week. And I mean, it's been quite good. I mean, they did this whole Matrix scene today, and it was quite funny. But I've kind of enjoyed it. It's a bit silly. They went to a world where magic was real, and Bert turns out to be like this fucking awesome wizard, and he has a full-on fight with Will Wheaton and obliterates him, which is great.
It's always good when Will Wheaton gets it.
Oh, it was quite funny. But I've quite enjoyed it. In fact, I think I'd go as far to say this is my favourite spin-off of The Big Bang Theory. I know not everybody likes The Big Bang Theory. I get it. I always kind of enjoyed it because I thought it was relatively harmless. And this seems to be just a comedic version of Sliders. And I kind of like it. I kind of, yeah, I've enjoyed it.
Cool.
So it's
I got no idea where to watch this.
It's clever because it's not in front of a studio audience, so it's not sitcom. So it has a bit of a budget. The production's kind of different, but you know you've got what's it? Kripke as this fucking pervert, and it's great. And they're not ashamed to make him into a really sort of pervert. And it's almost refreshing to have those kind of jokes again. Yeah, I'm enjoying the show, and I'm glad it's got a second season. There you go.
I'm trying to I can't figure out where to fucking watch this. This is the bit that gets me. It's like, oh, it's really good.
Have you got Max in the UK yet, or is it?
No,
you still not got it. Is it on Sky?
It doesn't appear to be on Sky because usually if it's on Now TV, which is Sky's kind of like streaming thing, it usually shows. But it's not there. It's not there. It's annoying as all bloody hell. Which is, I would like to watch it because we could talk about it, but unfortunately, I'll just watch reruns of Sliders from Apple TV because that's cool. Sliders is cool. It's annoying because John Rhys Davis was like, kind of, there's so much more you can do with this. This could be bigger than Star Trek if you did it right, and then they just fucked it up, which he wasn't happy with. But hey, next story.
I think Max has launched in the UK. You know.
No.
Is Max not? I thought HBO Max is now in the UK.
No. What we've got is Sky Atlantic, which is pretty much HBO Max.
Yeah. Okay.
There's no point of having HBO Max when everything's on Sky Atlantic.
HBO Max is in the UK now. I just can see it. It's $5.99 a month. According to this, HBO GB.
There's no apps on my TV.
Wouldn't surprise me if it hasn't put an app yet, but yeah, there you go. HBO Max, $5.99 a month. I thought it was because I think my dad's been watching House of Dragon because he's got Max.
Okay.
House of Dragon season final was fucking awesome, but anyway, yeah.
I can't remember what I was fucking doing now. You broke me fly.
My name is Jeff.
Who's Jenny?
Who's Jenny?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Jenny in the chat.
Yeah, I like her already. She insults you.
We'll get to the comments. I'm going to send her some leg pics because I know she likes pictures of my legs.
Somebody's got, other than your wife.
I've got some great legs. One of my best assets. I haven't got an ass. I've just got like a basic hinge. I'm going to be honest with you when it comes to bottoms. I've always said that.
Don't leave me into more comments.
Yeah, all right. Doctor Doom has arrived, and he's bringing absolute ruin with him. Fresh off the stage at Disney's 23 Expo, Marvel Studios dropped a brand new, hauntingly dark trailer for Avengers Doomsday, putting it front and center. Robert Downey Jr.'s Victor Von Doom, fuck me, that's a mouthful, is putting the entire multiverse on notice, sorting away Thor confronting Pedro Pascal. Confronting Pedro Pascal. I put that in there because I wanted that in there. Pedro Pascal's Reed Richards, raising an army of Sentinels, which is cool. But if that wasn't enough to melt the internet, Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds hijacked the panel in an hilarious video to tease their own return as Deadpool and Wolverine. Grab your shields because things are going to get brutal. We're going to be looking at this later, aren't we?
We're going to look at the trailer, but I put in there because, I mean, basically Hugh Jackman is confirming that he's in it, which basically means that the leaks that we've seen are real. Because the trailer kind of confirms it. That kind of confirms it. So Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man's going to die, which is dumb. They're going to kill Hugh Jackman's Wolverine again, which is dumb.
Can I just point out something? Do you remember when Terminator Dark Fate came out and they killed off John Connor in the first scene and everyone was like, oh, thrilled? Do you remember Alien 3 where they had the crashed pod and they killed off all the survivors from Aliens? That was a really fucking good choice, yeah? They're doing it again. Fuck me. It's not a great storytelling thing. It really isn't. It really fucking isn't. And I don't appreciate it. Fuck off, please.
I don't want to see Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man die, because I kind of like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. I really liked him back in Spider-Man 3. Stop fucking killing characters we like for no real reason other than to serve. This is the problem with the Russo brothers, I think. The Russo brothers have not done anything good since fucking Infinity War, and I'm including Endgame in that. Although Endgame does, I admit, have some really cool moments in it, but as a film, it's not great.
And Keith, that's how exactly you're going to feel about Doomsday.
I'm with you. I agree with you. And this is that you basically taken the words right out of my mouth. I agree with you. I don't trust. I think the Russo brothers were the wrong people to bring back. I mean, I remember saying to you, and we've spoken about this a few times. Throw 50 million at Robert Downey Jr. Throw 50 million at what's his face. Bring them both back. You're going to get people into the studio, and they will, because they've done that. But I never said bring the Russo brothers back, and there's a reason behind that, because everything they've done, including Amazon's most expensive season, Citadel, which is just shit. The only good thing about Citadel is what's his face, the bald geezer with glasses that's in Devil Wears Prada as well.
Do you know what?
He's always good.
Let's watch this Doomsday trailer thing.
Okay.
And we can talk a bit more, so give us a bit more context. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I was thinking about it, and I think it makes more sense when we see it, because I'm not. This looks like CGI slop.
This, by the way, was the Comic-Con trailer that no one saw until now.
Okay.
Victor was always the smartest guy in every room.
Because he used to hang around retards.
He used to be different. He used to be kind. He used to be caring.
Right, just a quick one, yeah. Right, I need to go back a little bit. There we go. Right.
He is going for the Gandalf.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
There's an Obi-Wan Kenobi bit there. There's Dumbledore look. There's a Gandalf look there. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, just saying. Is he going to have the shit accent like he did in Deadpool, or have they made it sensible? I'm just saying, because if he's going to be talking shit like in Deadpool, it's going to be brilliant, but I don't think it's going to happen.
And then everything he loved was taken from him. I knew he was lost, but I did not realize that he was broken.
The costume's cool. Victor, I'll give him that.
Did you do this?
I'm sorry, I can't fucking take it serious with Pedro Pascal in there.
No, I know. He was bad. The other guy would have been much better.
All of you,
Emily Blunt's husband, much better.
Have lived.
Kaczynski.
Stolen lives. But now you must give them back.
That looks shit. That looks like he was thrown out. It doesn't look like he leapt out. Yeah, there's not. Someone didn't do their fucking homework.
Jimmy Victor, did you do this?
I swear, you will beg for hell long before I grant it. Hell answers to me.
I do like the Sentinels, though. I do like the Sentinels.
For I am Doom.
Okay, we don't need to hit the fucking tune. Pedro Pascal takes me out of it. That jumping takes me out of it. I don't like the thing where this isn't. I find this in anime and it drives me fucking nuts. Yeah, and it's the bad guys are going. He just stops them with their fingers. Yeah, it's not a demonstration of their. It's a lazy demonstration of their powers. It's funny. This morning I was waiting to get my hair cut, and I was writing an introductory piece for a bad guy in a story.
Hang on. What?
Sorry.
You were waiting for what?
Haircut.
What? You ain't got any.
I've got fucking hair. Fuck off.
Sorry. God.
Anyway, so I was writing a bit for an introductory thing for a character. Yeah, I wanted to make the character look really fucking dangerous. Yeah, but I also wanted to introduce a flaw in what they did and how they behaved, which could get exploited later down the story. So when you get that introduction from them and the flaw occurs later, you don't feel like all of a sudden it's just thrown in there. I hate that. Yeah, if it would have been a case he was swinging the axe at him and the guy was just backing off one after the other, yeah, it would have made a bit more sense. But
it doesn't sound like Robert Downey Jr. though.
Why? This is the thing that gets me. I am so fucking down on this film. I am. I've not been this down on any films ever. I think this probably. I wasn't this down on Star Wars because I stopped giving a shit a long time ago. I think I did at The Force Awakens. Yeah. But I'm really down on this film because it just I give me £10,000 a weekend, bottle of Jack Daniels and some snacks, and I could CGI you through AI a better film than whatever's coming out of here. And I bet you I could probably find someone else who could too. Yeah, me and you could do that. We just need $10,000 or pounds worth of tokens so we can run it through whatever fucking video generator it is. Yeah, and we could do a better job. We'd have boobs in it for a start. Everybody has boobs.
I know exactly what you're saying. This doesn't excite me. You know, I'm not intrigued anymore by Robert Downey because that voice doesn't sound like Robert Downey Jr. I'm not even sure it is him, because I can't hear his voice at all in it. And
I would have got fucking Mad Mikkelsen. I would have got Mad fucking Mikkelsen, and I would have thrown the Beyonder in there too. I'd have thrown the Beyonder in there, and you could have had Robert Downey Jr. as the Beyonder. And it could have been, I just picked this form because this is the one I want. Something along those lines.
I'm more interested in Secret Wars than I am this, purely because I want to know what's going on with Spider-Man. Because I think Spider-Man is probably all I really care about now in the Marvel MCU. Because, again, Endgame kind of destroyed it. And you haven't brought any characters. I kind of like Martin Freeman's character in Black Panther, and I kind of liked the big fucking dude that sort of kicked Panther's ass initially, or I like his character in it. But those are like side characters. You can't do a film around them. But they haven't done any. Really, I certainly don't care about Shang-Chi that much, and I should do. The dragons were the coolest thing about Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi, they fucked up because it should have been ground level like Spider-Man.
Yes.
Should have, as I said, it sounds really weird. I always say he should have fought 100 men before he got anywhere near the thing between him and his thingy, and it should have been kung fu fighting. Yeah, but no, they couldn't. They had to go to end of the world crap again because if they'd just done kung fu fighting, it would have been good, and we would have gone fine. And I think the actor could have pulled it off, and I think we would have enjoyed it more. But no, they couldn't do that. They couldn't even get the fucking 10 rings right. They forgot what made Marvel Marvel. And the point of them starting up Marvel Studios was to make sure the comic books properly translated to what you saw on the screen. Because everyone who took one of these comic book properties went, no, we don't like it. It looks stupid. Look at Iron Man. Blah, blah, blah. No, fuck off. This is what it's supposed to look like. We'll make it look like it. Yeah, but no, we can't do that. I'm failing to think of any film since Endgame that is even notable, and I'm not going to include Deadpool in this because Deadpool is kind of outside of him. It's just but again, Spider-Man is the exception. Is there anything else? I can't even remember half of them. Have I seen them? So there was Doctor Strange, which wasn't Doctor Strange.
It wasn't good.
I don't know. I have the urge to go back and watch Age of Ultron and maybe deem that we were too harsh on it, but I have to watch it before I can make that summary judgment.
We were too harsh on it slightly, but then the bar.
But again, we had quality. We had quality back in those days, so we had a higher bar to measure it against.
I've admitted at the time that I was too down on Infinity War because actually Infinity War was quite a good film. But again, I wonder how much the Russo brothers were doing. I
remember that the story was that they were getting the directors who directed the films to help with the bits of those characters on their own. So James Gunn was helping out with the Guardians of the Galaxy bit to make sure the tone was set right, and the others were helping to make sure the tones were set right with those ones.
Yeah.
It's bollocks. It's all bollocks, Keith. It's all
I agree.
Balked from fucking stem to fucking stern.
I think it is going to end up being a bit like Endgame, where we're going to come out going, there were some cool moments in there. But otherwise, I think we're going to be, put it this way, it's not going to be nearly as good as Spider-Man. And I mean, the reason I want to see Secret Wars is to find out what's going on with Spider-Man. So, yes. Anyway, let's do this thing.
It's time for the comments, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being patient. And first in with the gold medal is Steve. Hi, Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Followed by Angel. Ignore him. Do not react.
Hi, Angel. How you doing, buddy?
Right. Whoa. Jurassic Park, T-Rex. Yeah, you ignore it. It goes away. Just saying.
No. It's if you don't move, it can't see you.
There's Biffa. Hi, Biffa. I hope you're enjoying driving your Tesla. I'll have to email you the stats on my car so we can compare. Like children, but it's always fun. Angel says Vader was kind of cool in that.
He's talking about
Obi-Wan.
I
Obi-Wan
don't
TV series.
disagree. There is a moment when in the fight where Obi-Wan trashes the fucking helmet, right? And then you see Hayden Christensen's face in there, and the voice cracks between the two. That's a cool moment. That is genuinely a cool Star Wars moment.
That was from Rebels. That was directly from the end of Rebels.
Yes, I know.
Hang on, I need to do something. Hello, Jenny.
I already like you.
Fuck off. That's Angel joining in. This is why you ignore Angel, because he does shit like this. Always.
Hi, Angel. I'm not going to ignore you.
Oh dear. Gareth looks like he's been sniffing his fingers.
You were sitting there like this for like ages going...
No, right.
It's been scratching his ass.
Let me be completely honest with you. Yeah, I had my haircut. I've done my ears. I forgot to do my nose.
I'm going to dispute this. What? Did they cut the single strand that you've got still here?
I'm gonna fight.
I can't fucking talk. Look, I have to do comb overs.
Do you know what the worst thing is, Keith? You can't fucking run away from it.
No, I know. I know. Anyway, someone call Echo.
Oh, because Jenny's taking the piss out of me. Because those two like to team up on me and be mean.
I wonder why.
No, thanks. It has. Oh, I have it on my Now TV. I'm assuming that's the Stuart Fails, or whatever it is. Stuart Fails to Save the Universe. Oh. Great, thanks. I'm not reading those comments. If you're listening on the podcast,
Gareth, you're dumb.
You know
Podcast listeners, she's called him dumb.
And this is why we ignore you, Angel.
No, not we, you. I like all our listeners.
You can keep your skinny, hairy leg pics, I'm assuming that is a mistype, to yourself.
No, Pins is about right. She's saying you got skinny legs.
I haven't got. I need a picture to justify it now. You usually don't. I'm not reading that one. And this is why I ignore you, Angel.
Carry on, Angel.
Jenny's one of ours, so we're all on the same page. She's the dangerous one.
Yep.
I'm not dangerous. For fuck's. Oh, and then yes. Count your hours.
That does actually sound pretty dangerous.
Yeah. See, dangerous. This is the thing. That's Rich coming from. Really? Really?
Having played you against video games, you know, I can see why these people pick on you.
Thanks. I really appreciate that. The person who beats me once on the fucking Mortal Kombat and then never plays again.
Play again because last time we played, I won.
Talking about the man who stole an elephant and then made it cross a minefield, exploding it into pieces. Evil, evil bastard.
Let's play badly. Wasn't called Let's Play Badly for nothing.
Yeah, the narrator sounds like one who does the Destiny 2 cutscenes. That's oh, I can picture him now. Bill Nye, I think, because he's the voice of the thingy. Angel's just laughing, like cackling like a loon.
Oh,
Keith
come on.
is not nice today. No, you're not nice.
Yeah, and you were laughing. I know you were laughing.
I have hair, just not a complete head of it. Fucking hell. Oh, this is the thing I always love doing. You're too posh for Jack Daniels. Sorry, I'll have a good port with it. Thank you very much.
What? Posh? No, I may take the piss out of him, but he ain't posh.
Thank you. Thank you. What is this? Why is everyone doing my job today and being mean and winding up Gareth?
Well, you're here now, so by all means, take over.
That's my wife. That's my wife joining in on the abuse.
My wife, my eye,
my wife now. And then I've got Jenny going because it's fun. Yeah, Tanis, he's in the crosshairs today. I've just I'm here just trying to do a podcast and you're just abusing the fuck out of me. Thanks. It certainly seems that way. Maybe because I haven't been mean today, lol. I have not been mean to you. I'm going to be mean to you, Jenny. I'm going to figure something out. Something clever and sinister. Homer Simpson vibes. Homer Simpson vibes. Oh, hang on. Jeff says, Keith woke up and chose violence.
Yeah, I learned from the best.
I'm genuinely deciding whether I should actually send fucking leg pictures now. I was joking, but now I feel like to justify my fucking legs. Gareth's legs are like upside down bowling pins, and Angel, this is why we ignore you. It's fun when Gareth's Gamer's friends join the podcast.
Hey. This is called karma, Gareth. When you refer to me as that, and not in a nice way. Yeah, you missed the beginning of the show. He goes, "Hi, I'm Gareth. Welcome to this way," and I'm with that.
Yes.
Karma.
I need. All right, hang on a second. I need to change that music. I need something that sounds like I'm being abused. Like Sinister. Yeah. It's supposed to be a nice light-hearted moment where we talk about stuff. Clever you. Oh, it's just another fucking half of it. And then we've just got Jeff's laughing and Angel's laughing, and that's why I'm going to stop the fucking comments now.
That he even pointed. This is karma.
That is what I have to work.
It's not any better.
We used to end our fucking podcast bits with I can't believe I have to work with this shit. That was my response to you and Nige. Anyway, I freaking
when it was the three of us, it was like that sketch. You know, you were the John Cleese. I look down on you to take the piss, and I look up to you, but I take the piss out of you, Nige. Poor old Nige. Got it from both of us.
I've got in my head whether I should be taking leg pictures now, and I don't think that was never supposed to be in there. Anyway,
just don't ask him to take his hat off. Glare.
The camera does do 4K, but it won't fucking come through on the fucking stream. But yeah, listeners will have to fucking guess what I was doing then. So that's how can you distill what I can only describe as disappointment into, well, a trailer?
I haven't seen this trailer.
Disney do. Haven't you?
Yeah.
Tell me, Ahsoka. What troubles you?
She was a better Ahsoka.
I'm always walking by your side.
Citizens of the glorious empire, I have returned. I took an oath to protect the empire. I therefore declare war on the Rebel
Made him look
Alliance.
similar.
Out of vision. What did you see? More. More and more danger than I thought.
Balin claimed to have knowledge of a power.
Master!
One that could end wars.
A long time ago, I walked away from the Jedi.
This is your trial, Ahsoka. Maybe time to decide. Are you a Jedi? Or not?
All right. If you are a fan of Rebels or part of the Clone Wars, and you look at that and you forget season 1, that is actually quite a good trailer. Because it has the feels in it. It has what's his face reuniting, and you know, I always loved his character anyway. It's not a bad trailer. It's not a bad trailer. It's not a bad trailer. Season 1 wasn't good. There were a couple of moments in it that were kind of cool. I do like seeing Anakin back again. They're bringing back the young Ahsoka. The actress that played it was pretty good. That was probably one of the only decent bits in that first season. They're hiding something pretty big, Because again, if you know the Clone Wars, you know about the father, mother, and the sister and the brother of the Force, and we know that that's going to be involved, and they haven't shown the casting of those yet. But okay, that trailer, if I wasn't so
jaded
by it, if I'd just come off like season 4 of the Rebels and seen that trailer, I'd be really fucking excited.
Still got Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka, who's like a block of wood with a face painted on it.
She's not particularly great. She wasn't good in season 1. She was better as Ahsoka in Mandalorian than she was in her own series. She was very wooden. But again, Rosario Dawson is not a wooden actress. So again, I put that down to poor direction, which, by the way, is bloody Filoni. He's good at animation. He's not good in live action. Let him write the stories. Let somebody else fucking direct. Trust me on this. But the kid that they cast as young Ahsoka was good, and that whole Clone Wars scene when they've got the battle and they've got Hayden Christensen in the Clone Wars get-up, that was kind of cool. Because there are some fucking great Clone Wars episodes, and you were the one that got me into Rebels, and Rebels was fucking awesome. And that when that was coming out, I was it was a good time to be a Star Wars fan because we were getting some really good Star Wars. It's not as kiddie as you think. That's how Gareth sold it to me, and he's kind of right because he showed me this one fucking scene in Rebels. I was like, yeah, this ain't kiddie.
Yeah, when Tarkin had the 2 comic relief guards as headscarf.
Yeah.
And it was implied and it wasn't shown, which I thought was quite good.
But the implying was the 2 heads hitting the ground and you hear the sound. And you're like, fuck.
Did he just cut their heads off? Yeah, he cut their heads off. He wasn't happy with them. That's what a performance review looks like in the Empire. Not too dissimilar to my corporation.
Season 2 has potential to be good, but the problem is if it's Filoni directing again, he can't direct, and therefore Rosario Dawson was just this wooden bloody post all the way through. And as an actress, she is not like that, which is why all way back when we were talking about who they were going to cast as Ahsoka, this came up, and I went, yeah, it should be great. And she kind of was in The Mandalorian because Filoni wasn't directing. If you go and watch her in The Mandalorian and in the Boba Fett story that was meant to be about Boba Fett but ended up having an entire fucking 2 Mandalorian episodes in the middle of it, right? She was good in that when she's talking to Luke about his dad. She wasn't like stone-faced wooden in that. She was quite good. So again, I put it down to the bad direction, and that's the problem with season 2, I think, of this. I think she'll end up being wooden again. But as a trailer, it's a pretty good trailer, which is unlike Disney these days. That was quite a good trailer.
It doesn't help that the previous one was shit.
Yeah, no, you've got apathy. I
watched a couple, and I watched a couple, and I was like, no, I can't do it.
And I'm not good. I'm trying to look at it subjectively. If you look at it subjectively and forget everything else around it, it's actually quite a good trailer. But I get it. The apathy's there, and why? And I don't blame you for the apathy. The only good Disney Star Wars has been Rogue One and freaking Andor, which was part and parcel of the same story. So,
yeah.
Anyway, I do believe we have one more trailer.
Yeah. I have a slightly different attitude towards this trailer, and I'll explain.
Started working here. I remember when you'd come in all the time with that redhead.
I was a different person back then.
How about now? Anyone waiting for you tonight?
No. Home is just me.
It's like I'm losing my
Who am I? I was an Avenger, but I'm not a hero anymore. I have his face, but not his virtue. All I have is his name.
Welcome home, Vision.
This house is getting crowded, Vision. Ultron! Human avatars only.
Sir, I cannot overstate the dangers of keeping him around.
Yes, but he is
Dad? Papa? Peepaw.
I'm a stranger to myself. That family wasn't real.
You sure about that?
I had a father. A machine. Called Vision.
Muzzle tough. It's a boy.
How is this possible? Free us all and save your son. I wish to understand my purpose.
With a genocidal maniac inside your head.
Nothing bonds a family together quite like mortal jeopardy.
Terry Metalis. Got more faith in that.
Is it Terry Metalis doing? Oh, he is, isn't it?
Yeah. That's what I have to say on that. Makes sense, doesn't it?
It kind of does.
I like the Ultron angle because technically in the thingy he downloaded a good chunk of his personality into Vision beforehand, so naturally being trapped inside and being then copied across. James Spader, big fuck off beard. Not too sure about the big fuck off beard, but it kind of works. I think it'll be interesting. I'm going to give this one more of a chance than others because of Terry Metalis and what we saw him do with Picard season 3. Quite like the setup. I like the idea of him because you got Vision, Ultron as an antagonist, and if they do it right, Ultron should really escape back out into the world, into secret, so you can have another bad guy. It looks interesting. What's your thoughts?
Initially there was Marvel apathy there, I think, when I first watched it, but I kind of like, now that you've said Terry Metalis, I'm looking at it again. I do kind of like James Spader, so I did like how he sort of converted into this Papa-like human avatar. Now that you've said it's Metalis, and knowing, and obviously loving Picard season 3 and 12 Monkeys, and I genuinely love 12 Monkeys, the TV series. It was really good. I'm now going to give this a go because you've said that, and I like Terry Metalis. So yeah, all right, I'll give you that. I do not like the Scarlet Witch WandaVision. I did not like that TV series at all. That being said, Paul Bettany, I like Paul Bettany. I liked him as a Vision. Yeah, all right, I'll give it a go now. Now that you've said that, I did not know that bit. So yeah, you've given me some information that's made me see it with new lenses.
Yeah. So yeah, it's that's why, because as I said, enjoyed it, and that's probably I'm more interested in that than I am Doomsday because I think it's gonna be shit. All right,
I'm with you.
Got a review section. What would you like to talk about? I watched the end of Oak Street. 2 episodes of Reacher, 1 episode of Ted Lasso, 1 episode of Silo. Pick one.
So let's do Silo first, and then you can talk about that movie. Silo has kind of come back towards the source material a bit. In terms of they've like shown the machine digging the silo, which obviously we've seen before at the bottom of the silo. They've hinted at a few things. I liked that Lucas survived. There are no drones in the books, but I kind of liked the inclusion of the drones when they're outside. I thought that was kind of clever. I don't think we're going to see Silo 1 until the end of this season, but they've got to show Silo 1.
They need to show Silo 1 at the end of the current day story. If that makes any sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think that's how they're going to do it.
Sense.
But there's still quite a bit to go on. I think we've got 10 episodes. So we've got 3 episodes left. We've got to have, I think the final episode is going to be the bombs going off and you going in. I think the whole sort of Elon Musk-esque rich character being involved in building it is that's a new angle, and I thought that was interesting. I do like the fact that they've come back that he has a personal connection to the to the silos, in the fact that he helped design them and didn't know about it. So no, it was. I thought it's been less boring. It's moving at a faster pace. I mean, I know you don't. It's not always your cup of tea, but I thought the last few episodes were considerably better. I still. I still don't agree with the gender swap of the protagonist, if you like, in terms of the senator.
Antagonist.
Antagonist, sorry. But the fact that they've put in this Elon Musk-esque character might mean that they're going to make him the badder guy, in which case, okay, I get it. And therefore, it might be slightly less egregious. I find his character interesting. And she could end up being a bit more sympathetic, which could work. But it we haven't seen Silo 1, so we don't know the dynamic yet.
Yeah. It was all right. Was less bored, but it's so glacial at its pace. Glacial.
It's been a bit quicker than it has been in the past.
Yeah, I know.
But they're trying to fit what is actually not that longer books into 4 seasons of 10-hour TV, of 10 episodes long. And that's part of the problem. I still cannot stand the wife. And it is partly the actress that's not selling it. I mean, I just want her to hurry up and, she's dull.
It's
nauseating.
It's annoying because that actress, when you can have an actor who plays a part and you go, I fucking Dolores Umbridge in fucking Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Great example.
Brilliant.
Fuck me. You hated her more than fucking Voldemort by the end of it. Yeah.
Yeah. She's not irritating. She's you hate her. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what she's meant to do.
Because that's what Imelda Staunton puts it across perfectly.
Fucking brilliant.
But the problem is you don't have. This actress doesn't elicit that response, and she doesn't elicit a sympathetic response either. And that's the thing, and she should be doing one or the other, or maybe both if she's really good. But I think that there's maybe a bit out of that poor actress's depth, and it's annoying because I think another actress might have pulled it off a bit better. But hey ho, would you like to talk about the end of Oak Street?
Yeah. Because, I mean, what is this? I mean, I've seen the trailer, and it just like a house ends up somehow traveling through time.
Right. It's really simple. A neighborhood gets transported back to the Precambrian era, where they get attacked by dinosaurs, and then they go home. That's about it. It's got Ewan McGregor in it. He's a dad who's recently been sacked from his job, so he's doing lots of other things to try and make money on the side. It's got Anne Hathaway as a mum, and she's a bit judgy and not necessarily one of the nicest people. And it's annoying because I was hoping for one. It's set in 1982. I was hoping for one of those kind of 80s fun adventure style romps in the vein of like Ghostbusters, Back to the Future, Big Trouble in Little China sort of thing, and it wasn't. And I think there was a missed opportunity there, and they could have done it. The bit where Ewan McGregor gets, spoiler warning, Ewan McGregor gets eaten by a dinosaur. right towards the end. And it's funny because I was a bit annoyed when I saw it, and I was like, oh, it's a bit crap. And then it was funny because I had someone in the audience laugh fucking quite loudly when it happened, and I'm like, at least they got a good reaction out of it. I mean, I agreed with it, but it was one of those things because my wife was like, "We need to do something for family." It's like, "Okay, yeah, we'll do something for family. We can go sit in an air-conditioned room for 2 hours and watch a film." So I picked that. And as I was just saying to you earlier, if you've got nothing to do and you want to watch something and sit in an air-conditioned room for 2 hours, it's not a bad way of spending your time, but it's nothing to go out your way for, if that makes any sense.
So the kids and the mum get back, but without the dad?
Some timey-wimey stuff happens.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's timey-wimey. So some timey-wimey stuff happens, and they could have let into like the Back to the Future style ending. It's written by David Robert Mitchell, not to be confused with David Mitchell, the comedian who does Ludwig. And I think the writer, because there was always jokes about him getting confused with the writer, so I think the writer now calls himself David Robert Mitchell, so he doesn't get confused. He did Cloud Atlas, I think.
Yeah.
I think it was I don't know if it's his first film that he's directed, based off of one of his books, and that might be where it is. The kids were crap. Usually when you pick kind of kid actors, you've got if they're irritating, you've picked the wrong actors. Yeah, and I found them irritating, and it's annoying because if you're going to put better child actors in there, it would have sold it a bit better to me. So you got the dad. He's all kind of fucked up and whatnot because he's lost his job. You got the wife. She keeps writing like kind of fiction about escaping and this, that, and the other. Then you got the kids. One who broke another kid's arm and his big brother's after him, and the daughter who fancies somebody. It's not like I think what I find annoying about it is it could have been so much more if it was done right. Seriously, if someone had gone in there, tightened up the script, cast better child actors or actresses to get the parts and bits put across properly, I think you could have made it a much better thing and a better sound score. If you'd have had like a John Williams-esque, doesn't need to be John Williams, but John Williams-esque sound score, I think it would have worked. I reckon if I could go back and remove the sound score from it and then put in Back to the Future sound score in places, it would instantly make it better. But hey, it's one of those things. So yeah, that's like that. What else are we going to talk about? Ted,
Reacher.
Lasso, Reacher.
Do
Ted?
Reacher first. Do Ted last, because Ted's always a feel-good thing, and I fucking loved Reacher. I'm just going to put it out there. I loved it. I'm really enjoying it. It seems like the violence has been taken up to kind of level 10 almost. What you've seen the first 2 episodes, so is he in the CIA bit or does he escape? Because I watched all 3, so they kind of amalgamate into one.
He's escaped the CIA.
I love the escape bit where he gets out. I love when he's got that really sort of like, haha, I've got you, Reach, and then he just completely fucking obliterates all of them, and it's great. You're cheering him on.
Right, because you've watched the 3rd episode, and I've only watched the first 2. Is the wife the bad guy?
I don't know yet, but I suspect so.
I think she's the bad guy.
I suspect so. I don't think the senator is that clever. Something happens at the end of the 3rd episode, so they are connected. I tend to think it's the wife, because the wife is a bit more...
There's something up there. She's up to something.
Yeah.
It's
probably the most deadly one of all the Reachers so far, and they haven't really revealed what's going on yet. Like in the few seasons, you kind of knew where the bad guys were. They're still all a bit sinister, so you don't quite know what's going on. I don't particularly trust the journalist, Asian woman.
No, I don't either. I think something's up there.
I mean, she's way too hot, and she blatantly fucking seduces Reacher, and it's like really sort of like, you know,
if
obvious.
She was that desperate to find the things out, why has she got like 2 bodyguards with her?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
if they were her brothers or cousins, it would be different, but they're not. I'd like the coppers, the 2 coppers. I like the 2 coppers.
Yeah.
I do like the 2 coppers as characters. I like the cynical lady from the city and the kind of out of towner who's never pulled his gun on anyone. And I love the fact that he tells me goes, I've never pulled my gun on anyone, and Reacher says that's not a bad thing, which I think is a good. I like that kind of character kind of thing when he says that. It's like Wilf in fucking Doctor Who. I think it might have been lifted from it.
All I can say is the first 3 episodes are fucking great. And it just shows how good a show this is. I mean, there's gratuitous violence, but you know, if you had the week I had, gratuitous violence can be therapeutic.
He went to the gym once. He just went to the gym once. He sat in a cafe, had big breakfast.
I wish 5 times this week. But
5 lots of big breakfasts at the gym.
I enjoyed it. I think they have upped the violence a bit. I mean, I think he kills more people in this one. He definitely fucking does some grievous bodily harm, but they kind of had it coming. But I think he kills a few more people in this so far than he usually does. But again, you know, the amount of dumb fucks that mess with a guy this big, it's kind of fun. It's silly. It shouldn't be taken. I fucking wish they did, Angel. That's kind of my favorite breakfast. But then I would be in a lot of trouble. If you couldn't
fucking tell, I'm going to give you shit.
If you could, no, unfortunately, they don't. I've been a very good boy. But no, I mean, it shouldn't be taken too seriously. It's popcorn. It's fast food TV, but it's fucking great, and I love it. I genuinely love it. So I'm really glad it's back. I'm looking forward to episode 4, and bring it on. I want to know. The wife's in it up to her neck. I mean, I think that's obvious, but you don't see it yet. That's no real spoiler.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, it's a good one. Ted. First proper episode. I would describe it as the first proper episode. The other one was like a setup. It should have been like a special before we got the main one, if that makes any sense.
I loved Roy Kent's and Keely's scene in the changing room, and the rat. The rat was fucking cheap.
What was it? Because what was it he said? He said he had the best line of the episode. It was like kind of they usually do it to fuck up thinking it's like about going one beyond or something.
I like the fact that the whole changing room was all fucked up because it was screwing with the visiting team.
Yeah. That rat was in the Harry Potter stage play. Was it understudy?
Yes, that was it. It was Ron's rat's stunt double or something. And that was it. Was just a great line, and I mean, I loved that whole thing with him and Keely. It was great. I loved Coach Beard, and the fact that the whole sort of thing in the whole sort of romantic side of the thing with the joking side of it was thing. But then he's just had that. Ted's just had that whole thing with the sort of slightly bad-tempered female coach who you basically by the end of it completely understand why she's the way she is. I actually like her character.
She's the best new character they've got.
Yes, I agree. I really like her, and I mean, I love. I love Roy singing. Everybody else thinks she's horrible. I fucking love her. It makes sense.
it makes sense because Roy is exactly like her. Yeah. And because Roy is exactly like her, he spots this and he knows, and that's why he likes her, because he sees himself in there, and he can, and it worked. And I Coach Chilton, the name was, and I liked the way they set it up, where the woman tears her knee and fucks the thing up, and then they get the changing rooms finally, and you see her, because it's her last day, and you see her, she goes in there, and then you watch her get really fucking emotional. Because it's something she always wanted, but she couldn't get done. Yeah. She gets it done, and she's like kind of, and then she darts out. And then Ted, the thing with Ted where she's like kind of, this is your last day, here's your leaving gift. And it's like, and then he tells the story because he always likes to know what people's story is behind them. And it's like, it's always a running thing with Ted. So he finds out her story, this, that, and the other, and he repeats it to her. And she's like kind of, oh, this guy actually sees me. He sees me for what I wanted to be, how I got here, and what I want to do. And then he acts silly, and you see her. She cracks a fucking smile when he knows that she's not looking. And that bit there makes her, between the her getting emotional with the new changing rooms, and that bit where she cracks a smile, really makes her character really endearing.
Yeah, it does. But it's then the bit where they, you have this whole thing, and then Beard runs in and goes, "I'm back, baby," and then they all go stupid. I want to know what happened with him in it, because I kind of like the fact that Beard got married, and that's why he left. I hope they don't entirely ruin that ending, if you know what I mean. I hope that Beard ends up back with her by the end of it. I liked the fact that Beard got married.
They were always off and on.
Yes,
it was always they were off and on. Every other episode of Ted Lasso was those two off and on. Yeah,
I understand it, and I understand the reason that they've done it to make it. I just hope that it ends in a nice way, because
fits the story.
But no, look, I loved the episode. I like Ted Lasso. I like the characters. I kind of miss Trent Crimm a bit, because Trent Crimm always made me laugh. I miss some of the male footballers, but I think, we haven't been really introduced to some of the female characters yet. I kind of like the twins fighting. That made me laugh.
It's like the only characters you've got on the team are one of the twins. Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that hasn't got short hair, and then you've got the coded, I'm going to call a coded lesbian goalkeeper with wearing no gloves.
But here's the thing, like the first season of Ted Lasso, the football team, they're not really main characters, and it was only really Char and Roy Kent. And the others were all
with two standouts.
So it was only by the second and third season that they came into their own. So give it time. But I do like the coach. Yeah, you're absolutely right. She is endearing by the end of it. I am looking forward to next week's episode, and it's feel good TV, and
the fact that she's winding up Rebecca too. But she's like, she tells a joke, and it's quite funny, and she's like, yes, it was hilarious, and she's like, that she's putting that on because of what you've seen. That she's putting that on, and that she can see her squirm, and she's enjoying it, and you're like, kind of, well, she did kind of fuck you over slightly, and you know what, a bit of Schadenfreude, or whatever you call it. Oh, my fucking tongue didn't work there. It's not a bad thing necessarily.
I know, I'm enjoying it. Look, as much as I want to say, I love the show, and I like the fact that the Independent keep taking a dump on it, because they're just so out of touch. There seems to be a lot of media outlets taking a huge dump on this show, and just you look at the comments and everybody's going, "What are you talking about? It's a great show," and there's so much. It's weird when there's more positivity in the comments than there is from these media outlets, and that there's something's fucking wrong
as long as we start getting the characters with the female team like you got with the male football team, yeah.
But remember that you didn't get that until really season 2 of Ted Lasso.
No, it was you had Jamie, and then you had his little kind of lackeys at the time, which were like
you had Danny Rojas, but Danny Rojas was barely a character.
But Danny Rojas was he was still a character. You can't point to any of these characters apart from the goalkeeper and the ginger-haired one and maybe her sister. That's what you can't do at the moment. Yeah, what's his most who's the Nigerian one? Sammy.
Yes, I know.
His name is
Sammy, but he wasn't in it really until the second season.
He was.
What's the first season?
Yes, I've just watched the first season. He was. Oh. He was. Literally in the first episode, he asks about Danny Abasai. That's his name. Yeah. And he says, "What's up with him? His birthday's coming up soon, so let's have him a birthday party to try and do it." Because what's his? And he goes into the backstory and stuff. Those characters were there. That's the thing at the moment. So I'm hoping the next is going to give me some more of those characters because it's going to be very.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
It needs to have that. I want to be able to, enjoy the characters as much as I did the male characters. Yeah, and you can't not do that because otherwise it always looks a bit fucking odd that you didn't put the effort in when it came to the women's characters. So yeah. And it's funny because that the path is Ted gets the team, gets everything sorted, and it's funny because I think Higgins is going to figure out how to make it financially viable. I think that's his arc for this. He's going to be the guy who figures out how to actually get, it's not going to be the same amount of money as the men, but we're going to do this and it's going to work out and this, that, and the other, and he's going to figure out how to make it work. I think he's got an arc there. But again, I want to be able to. I want the girls' characters need to be there for me more. Yeah, I'm hoping the next is because they just wanted to focus on Chilton, and then move it to the others.
Yeah, fair. Anyhow, I think we need to put a bow on this because we've been going for a while.
Yes.
So, yeah, as always, thanks to everybody in the chat. Thanks, Jenny. Thanks, Angel. And thanks to everybody else. Yeah, we'll see you next week. Say bye-bye.